Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Jenny. I'm Moonlight Lady 1111. As you can see, I'm back with another pick a card reading for you today. As you can also see, if you are a regular, you'll know I always do 3 piles, but for some reason I had to do 5. So I guess we'll see how long it takes to get through all of this, eh? If you are one of my regular viewers, thank you so much for coming back to see me again. I really appreciate it. And if you're new, welcome. So I've got a little bit of news for you actually. It's quite exciting. I'm changing up the way that I do private readings at the moment. You can still book a private reading through email and through direct message on Instagram. But I've actually opened an Etsy shop now, which is very exciting. So yeah, I've got all the different types of readings that I offer up on the Etsy shop website. And also watch this space for I've got a bit more news coming in the future basically, but I'll let you know that when it's all a bit more organised. Right, anyway, so back to this pick a card reading. So what have I got for you today? Like I said, as you can see, there's 5 piles. So even when I had the idea for this reading, I just kept thinking about the number 5, which is interesting because 5 is a number of change. It's happened, whatever. Anyway, the question that I've asked the cards for you today is, what should I do? So that's probably why I needed so many piles, because there's probably going to be a few different bits of information in there. So this could be with regards to anything. Okay. So it could be love, it could be career, it could be general advice. I'm not really sure what's going to come out of here. But yeah, the question that I've asked the cards is, what should I do? And then I've got a bit of information on that. And then I've gone for, what's your head doing? What's your heart doing? And then spirit's advice for the situation. So I hope it works. I've never done this spread. I did it for myself and it was really, really good actually. So yeah, without further ado, let's go on to picking the piles. So we have pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, pile number 4, and pile number 5. So what I need you to do is think of the question, what should I do? Think about what you're asking about. And then when you're ready, take a deep breath in. Hold it for a moment. And then a deep breath out. Draw your attention to the piles. Now, ignore numbers and things like that. Just let your eyes drift over them all and see which one talks to you. I'll give you a moment to do that. Okay, that should have been long enough. Now I'll just move all these other piles up here. So we've got, let's make sure I keep them all in the right order for you. So we've got 2, 3, 4, and 5. There we go. And on to pile number 1. Good a place to start as any, isn't it? Okie dokie. Hi pile number 1, welcome to your reading. So you chose this lovely flat grey stone. I've gone for flat grey stone and coral today. I'll just pop that there so you know you're on the right reading. Right, before I get these cards out, pile number 1, I have to tell you, I had a hell of a time shuffling them, so I'm interested to see what's in them. It was like walking through mud. The answers did not want to come out. So if you're feeling a bit stagnant and a bit stuck at the minute, that would explain a lot. Right. So let me show you what I've got today. I might have to move this candle and stuff actually, because I'm not sure if I'm going to have enough room. If I put that right there, maybe it'll work. Okay, so I'll start up here. I've got the Rider-Waite Tarot here. And I asked the Rider-Waite Tarot what what's going on, like for a bit of information, you know, like, so what is the actual question that you're asking? So I'm not sure what's going to come out of these top cards. It could be full of information or it could be really confusing. Okay, and then underneath that, I've got what is your head thinking about what you should do with the Night Sun Tarot. And then underneath that, I've got the Good Tarot for what is your heart thinking. So what's the situation? What's your head saying? What's your heart saying? And then at the bottom here, I've got the Dali Tarot for what is Spirit saying, basically. What's Spirit's advice for you there? And then up here, I've got a couple of Native Spirit Oracle cards for you. Can I push in, please? Get that in there. Move this little candle up a bit more. There we go. And then I've got a couple of Wild Unknown Archetype cards for you there. I think we were just about going to fit in. Underneath that, I've got a couple of Soul's Journey lesson cards here. And then underneath that, I have a couple of Angel Answers Oracle cards. So as you can see, we've got quite a full screen there. So we're going to have quite a bit of information. So without further ado, pile number one, I'm going to start turning these cards over. Okay, so we have Justice. The Three of Cups in the reverse. And the Knight of Cups. So I feel like the thing that you're asking about with the Knight of Cups here, I think that you want to, I think you kind of want to tell someone that you like them. I think you want to send them a message or get in touch with them. I think you want to hold out this cup of love to somebody. But I think that with the Justice card here, the what should I do, I think is like, is this fair? Is it fair for me to offer my cup of love out to somebody? It could be that this is something very secret, maybe, because like I said, it was very difficult to get these cards out. I think that it could mean a loss of a friendship. With the Three of Cups in the reverse here, I think you want to offer a cup of love to somebody, but you risk losing a friendship, and you don't know if it's actually fair to the parties involved. I think it's, you know, I think you're a bit stuck as well. I think you're really struggling to enjoy your life at the moment because you're thinking about this so much. Wow. Okay, let's go on. 1 second, sorry. I just need to get the timer up so I don't end up losing you. Right, underneath that, we've got the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, you're really juggling with this. You're really weighing up underneath the Justice card. You're really trying to weigh up in your head what is the best thing to do. You don't know at all. Then you've got the Lovers card. You know that you need to make a choice. You feel very strongly that this could be somebody, somebody very important to you. With this Knight of Cups and this Lovers card here, I think you've got very strong feelings for somebody. I think you think that they're your soulmate, maybe. You've also got, I just realised, sorry, you've got Justice here, so you've got Libra, you've got the Lovers, so you've got Gemini there as well. I feel like there is a chance that you could have been avoiding going out, or you could be like avoiding people because of this thing. And I think that you're really torn, like you're really weighing up this decision about what to do. You're really stuck in your head about it, actually. I feel like you're going round and round in circles in your head. The Knight of Pentacles underneath the Knight of Cups, you do really want to message this person, but your head is saying, you know, slow down a bit. Don't rush into anything here. Sorry, let me just... Oh, I've just got a bit of a headache as I've thought about this. This is a real headache for you, isn't it, pile number one? Okay, what is your heart saying? Eight of Pentacles. Page of Wands. Wow, Knight of Pentacles again underneath this one. I think your heart is saying this is going to work. Your heart is telling you to keep working at this and keep pushing at it, because it's also it's saying keep working at this, keep pushing at this. It's saying this is something that can work. This is something that can work really, really well. You want to rush in. You really just want to rush in. You feel very passionate about this, but your heart wants you to rush in without any forward planning. So your heart is also kind of in this dual position where it is also saying, you know, take it slow. If I do make any offer to this person, if I do anything, it has to be right, it has to be solid, it has to be grounded. But you are really weighing up whether it's the right thing to do. So what does Spirit say about this? Got the Knight of Wands in the reverse. Got the Ten of Cups in the reverse. And we've got the Six of Cups here. Having a Knight in the reverse tells me that this is not... you really want to send... You've got all these Knights in the upright for the situation that you're thinking about, for messaging people. And then with the first thing Spirit's saying being a Knight in the reverse, it seems to me like it's like, you know, don't send that message. Don't send that message. Don't reach out. I think the Knight of Wands in the reverse as well can also talk about... the Knight of Wands in the reverse can be very uncaring. Very uncaring, and can be very, you know, like rushes in, kind of has his wicked way with someone and then leaves again. So it might be that could be what happens. Now with this, you've got the Six of Cups and the Ten of Cups and the Lovers card here. I do think there is like some really strong emotional connection here. You could have had a past life with this person. There is a lot of love here, but the Ten of Cups is in the reverse, which I'm hearing you're not going to get the happy ending that you want, I'm afraid. Pile number one. Let's keep turning these cards over and see what else we've got. We have the white. Oh, the white buffalo is beautiful. I think you're feeling such turmoil and such love because you're going through... Yeah, we have Song of the Wild. I think you're going through quite an awakening at the moment. I think you're very, very spiritually connected. I think you probably have quite a lot of... Sorry, it's this Ten of Cups in the reverse. I think there's two stories here. If you rush in and see this person, there is going to be a breakup, okay? Or it could be that you won't get the happy ending that you're after. But this is a very strong soulmate connection. There could be children involved. I think also this is Spirit saying, you know, come on, open your eyes, start to see the world with childlike wonder again. We have the Hunter and the Eternal Child. Yeah, you know, like you are very playful and very fun, and I think you need to remember that. Friendship, wow, yeah. I did say friendship is at stake here. Self-esteem. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason, and self-esteem, I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. We have helpful people and no. Well, that is very clear no right there. So I think, right, okay, so this, there's too much at stake here. Look at this, you got the no. There is just far too much at stake here for you and for this other person, for friendships. You know, you are going to lose a friendship if you go in with this offer. You are kind of, I think you are projecting a bit of this. You think that you're offering cups of love, and you think you have solid and grounded offers to make to people. But actually there is a lot of passion here. And there's not a lot of love in your heart regarding this situation. There's a lot of love in the situation, and that's what the question is about. What should I do? Should I go towards this person? But actually, I think like you're hunting people out, and you need to take a step back and stop pushing so hard, because you do risk losing a friendship here. And yeah, I think this is affecting your self-esteem, but you need to know that you are really, like the white buffalo has come out in your reading. When the white buffalo comes out in someone's reading, it's very important. Oh, look at that. It's got a... I'll just show you it because it's also got a glare on it, that one card. So the white buffalo card is, it speaks of, basically, in some tribal belief systems, they believe that if a white buffalo was born, then that was a really good sign. It was a sign of spirit coming down and touching the time, and there would be incessant good luck. It would be an amazing, abundant time. And it would also denote like psychic powers and things like this. So for the white buffalo to appear in your reading, you know, this is spirit's way of saying you are really connected. You know, I think that you're thinking about this too much. And here with these cards, okay, you have the Eternal Child and the Six of Cups here. So I think you either are a really playful person or you need to remember this, okay? You need to, I just saw 333 on the timer because I stop and start the camera because it only records for 10 minutes. I just as I was saying this, it's like you need to remember to play. You need to reconnect with your inner child, not to listen to your inner child's problems or anything like that, but just to remember how to play. Remember how to have fun. Remember how it feels to look out of the window on a rainy day and just see the rain dribbling down the window, and how even that could capture you with wonder. You know, there are so many things that when we're children, we live in wonderment. You know, we're so excited about everything. And I think you've lost some of that excitement. And this is saying that this rests in you. This excitement is within you. It's not to do with this. You know, I think you're very desperate for love. I think you're hunting for love with the hunter here. Yeah, you've got the hunter here. And I think that like you have really been looking for something. And I think that maybe you're looking for something to complete you, and you have to realize that you complete yourself. I think the hunter and the song of the wild go together. You've got this fire in your belly and you're always looking and always hunting. And I think that this is within you. It's within you, the thing that you need to find. Yeah, new horizons await you. You have so much to explore and so much to do. And I think that this thing might not feel fair. And you're going to lose friends. Friendship is very important. I think you might have some low self-esteem right now, and that's why you're looking for this thing. But, you know, talk to your friends. There are helpful people around you that you can speak to about this. You have friendship there. Speak to spirit about this as well, you know. I think, yeah, if this was about sending a message or offering something to somebody, the Knight of Wands in the reverse down here tells me, no, that's not a great idea for you right now. I think the thing I just heard the thing that you're searching for, the thing that you're hunting for is not in another person. I think I already said that once before, but just to reiterate, that is what Spirit is telling you now. So let me just get a little quick bit of parting advice for you. Yeah, you've got the Queen of Pentacles and the World. So I think this is saying that now is the time for you to get solid, get grounded, let this cycle come to a close so you can move on to the next one. You have everything that you want and need around you, okay? You're going to need to work on these self-esteem issues that you have, and you're going to need to reconnect with that inner child again, like I said, and start seeing the eyes with the beauty that's in it. And that is when everything's going to grow for you with this white buffalo here. This is very, very good. I'm sorry if it's not the answer that you wanted. You probably didn't want to hear that no. Oh, sorry. Get you back in focus. Yeah, you might not have wanted to hear that no, but you have to know that this is the best thing for you. Like, this is not, and as well, if you're going to lose friends and you're wondering, is this right, should I do this, is this the right thing to do, and the Spirit's saying no, it's not, then yeah, you're kind of going to have to go with it. But look within. The things that you search for are within you. Life has so much to offer you right now. You need to set your sights on the horizons, and love is going to be there. I think with the lovers in your head, I think you're thinking about love a lot. So, yeah, I think that was your reading pile number one. Thank you so much for coming to see me. If that resonated for you, you can book a private reading should you wish. So, like I said, I have changed it up a bit. You can still contact me at my email at Gmail for the moment. But also you can DM me on Instagram if you want to follow me on there. I do daily card pulls as well, or at least a few a week if I don't get around to do them every day. But yeah, I've also got a link below to my new Etsy shop, where you can book readings and see what else I have on offer for you there. Okay, thank you so much, pile number one. Take it easy. Mwah, bye. Okay, and on to pile number two. Whew. Just have a quick sip of tea. Okay, hi pile number two. You chose this lovely bit of coral. Pop that up there. Hopefully it'll let us fit everything in. Right, so I'll just crack on if that's all right with you. Up here, I've got the Rider-Waite Tarot, which is going to tell me, what is the situation that you're asking about. It's kind of a bit of information. So if you're saying, what should I do? This is kind of telling me, what are you asking about, I hope. Underneath that, I've got what is your head saying with the Night Sun Tarot. Underneath that, I've got what is your heart saying with the Good Tarot. And then underneath that, I have the Dali Tarot, which is kind of the advice from Spirit on this. What does Spirit think you should do? And then we have a couple of Native Spirit Oracle cards up here. And then underneath that, I've got a couple of Wild Unknown Archetype cards. Underneath that, I've got a couple of Soul's Journey Lesson cards. And underneath that, I've got some Angel Answers cards as well. So as you can see, this is quite a full spread. Okie dokie, you can just about see everything there. Right, I'll turn these over. We have got the Knight of Swords, the Queen of Wands, and the Eight of Cups in the reverse. This feels a bit similar to pile number one, I'm getting a couple of stories here. One, I think that gender isn't important, but I feel like you could be this Knight of Swords and you really want to rush forwards towards this Queen of Wands. Like I said, gender's not important, but I think that you are quite stressed. You really want to rush in with your truth and tell this person. You want to send some messages. You want to tell them how wonderful and funny and sexy and amazing you think they are. Then there's no way that you can walk away from your emotions. And then the other story that I'm getting here, sorry, I'll just move that up a bit. The other story that I'm getting here is that you want to cut off all feelings for this person. So option number 2 is you can't let go of the emotion. So what should I do? It's like, how can I leave this now and stop thinking about this? Okay, your head. What's your head saying? Got the King of Pentacles in the reverse. Got the Page of Wands. And we've got the Ace of Cups. Okay, yeah, I think that there's a lot of people around here as well. Let me just... Yeah, so I think your head is, I think you're feeling a little bit powerless, a bit ungrounded. You're feeling like a bit disconnected. I think you've kind of been knocked off your feet a little bit with this. I think you've got a lot of fire inside you. I think you want to rush forwards towards this person or rush away from this person. And I think that you think you love this person very, very much. You think that all you're thinking about is this loving, fresh new start that you could be having. And that's what you don't want to walk away from. What does your heart say? Your heart says temptation or the devil. 10 of Cups in the reverse and the Empress in the reverse. I think that there might have been a breakup or a break off of something. Your heart is telling you that you need to focus on you. There is very similar vibes to pile number 1 here as well, actually. your heart is telling, I feel like your heart is telling you that you're addicted to these thoughts. Your head is telling you that you're in love. Your heart is telling you that this is lust, if that makes sense. Your heart is telling you that you're not emotionally satisfied in this situation, but you are managing to turn your love on yourself. Interesting. What does Spirit say? Spirit says that this situation is just going to cause you anxiety and that you need to make a decision. The Page of Swords. Sorry, just give me a minute. It's funny because this person's resting here and it looks a bit like the Four of Swords, which would tell me it's time to stop and rest on this. They look like they've been stabbed in the heart as well. I think that Spirit is saying to you that the more you think about this, the worse it's getting for you in your own head. That you need to see the truth, but you're a bit scared of it. And that you know what you need to do, actually. With the Two of Wands here, I think Spirit is saying that you know this already. That's very interesting. I might just pull you a couple of clarifiers, actually. I'm liking this reading already. It's a bit different for everybody. Well, that's very funny. I've just split the deck at the Ace of Cups and the Empress. There is a lot of love here, which is what I don't understand. Why is this Nine of Swords here, please, Spirit? What's your advice to this person? To my pile number 2 viewers. Why is this Nine of Swords here? What do you mean by that? That one wants to come out. That was the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. This is, you're spinning too much. You're thinking about it too much. You're just going around in circles and going around in circles. And you're dropping things. Like, it's not serving you at all to do that. This one wants to come out. The Hermit. Okay, you need to be on your own right now. This is the thing that you know. It's saying that you need to be alone and you need to go within to find these answers yourself. You need to go into your own cave, and that is where you will find your light. It's time for you to be alone, is what Spirit is saying to you there. But that's where you're going to learn. Yeah, you feel like you're in the darkness. There are things that you don't know here. With this, if this is the situation that you're thinking of and these emotions that you can't walk away from, Spirit is saying no. Yeah, look, the Six of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck here. So there's a major imbalance here. So it might be that somebody seems as if they're, you know, getting all your love and you love them and stuff. But no, it's time to focus on you. Your heart knows deep down. Oh, there we go. That's what this means. Deep down in your heart, you know that this is lust. You know that you're obsessed with them and you're lusting after them constantly. I think maybe you've been with them already. You just want to message them and tell them how amazing you are and how you can't walk away from them and how you need them and you love them, which is what you think. You think that this is love, but this is lust. And you also know in your heart that this is over and that you need to focus on you right now. The Empress in the reverse and the Hermit, okay, this means that you really need to focus on yourself. That is what is most important right now. Let me see what else you have up here. Spirit Keeper of the South. Sweat Lodge. Yeah, you need to... The sun is coming up on the other side of this. You're going to have to... When you have this hermit time, when you take this time to yourself, look, this has knocked you off your feet. You're ridden with anxiety. You know, you're trying to spin plates but dropping them everywhere. And you need to go within to find that light. Give yourself that self-love and let it all out. You know, you've got all this stuff inside of you, but you need to let it all out. And when you do, the sun is going to come up on the other side again. We have the Offering. And we have the cave. Wow, you could not make this up. The hermit and the cave. It's time to go within. All the answers that you need are within. But there is going to be a lot of spiritual growth. I feel like Spirit is offering you a helping hand here. And you can grow from this so much. This is like a kickstart. Yeah, you have balance here and courage. Wow. Spirit is saying to you, now is the time for you to go within, release all of these things that do not serve you, reinstate your own balance. Reinstate your own balance. It is going to take courage, but you are strong. You are strong, and this is going to be great. Ask your angels for help. Yes, Spirit has really got your back here. Don't stop. Keep going. I think that maybe you could be nearer to the start of your journey, and that this thing going around in your head, it's like really doing your head in, actually. That's why you're watching this video right now, because what should I do? What should you do? Ask your angels for help. You need to ask Spirit for help now. Your angels and your spirit guides, your spiritual team. You've kind of got this support team behind you, but they can't help you until you ask them. Okay? So I think one of these things that's going to happen when you're in the hermit mode is you are going to connect with Spirit a lot deeper. You're going to find a much deeper connection to Spirit. Yeah, and I think with this offering card as well, it's saying it's time to give something up. And what you're going to have to give up is this obsession, I think. This obsession with this person is not serving you at all. Yeah, within you is everything that you need is within you. This is very similar to pile number 1, but it is a bit different as well. You know, your light is inside you, and you've started on this journey, so don't stop, okay? Please don't stop. You're going to have courage. You know, look at this. You're going to have courage in this. I find the inner strength to face fear with courage. Excuse me. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. A lot of energy going through me right now. I'm making weird noises. So I'll just get you back in focus. Yeah, as you go within, you know, one of the things you're going to need to do is really release everything in this sweat lodge time. Like the sweat lodge, it's like a sauna. Do you know what I mean? It talks about you go in there and you sweat out all the badness. It's the deepest clean. So yeah, while you're in there, it's all grimy and sticky and everything is coming out everywhere. But when you come out, you're so clean and so fresh, and everything is gone. All this is going to be let go. All this pain, this is you're going through so much pain right now, so much anxiety and struggle, and you're just really struggling to keep on top of it. So you've already kind of made that decision, though. I think this 2 of Wands here tells me that you already know this, you know. Yeah, and I think as well, like with this Spirit Keeper of the South, you have so much abundance surrounding you already, okay? You have so much within, and the answer to this question is that this needs to go, and because you are already growing, and don't stop. And have the courage to keep putting one foot in front of the other. Keep going. There are things hidden to you about this situation that, to be honest, I don't even think you need to know. All you need to know is it's time for you to do you. You need to focus on you. You need to release this stuff. Go into the sweat lodge, release this stuff. Let it all go. You don't need it. It's not serving you at all. And once you make the decision to let this stuff go, I actually think, pile number 2, that you're really going to be very good at it. A lot of people really struggle to let go of things that don't serve them, to let go of things. But I feel like you're going to have this hermit time, go within, you know, this sweat lodge as well. Like you're just going to go, right, and everything's going to like explode with abundance for you. Look at this card, you know, look at all these flowers. Everything, look at the sun, everything's going to flourish and grow, and is ready to flourish and grow. You just need to ask your angels for a little bit of help here to release this stuff. And then, yeah, I think you are very brave. I think you've got really strong equilibrium. You know, you're going to be, you know that actually deep down all you really need is you. I'll just pull you a couple of little parting cards. But yeah, what should you do? Release all of this. It does not serve you at all. You're going to get through this anxiety and pain. Listen to your heart. You need to, looking at what your head is saying and what your heart is saying, you need to listen to your heart here. I'll do one more riffle shuffle then. Oh. Yeah, sorry. These cards have been very sticky today. I don't know why. Maybe I need a new deck. They might have been a bit hammered. Can I just have a couple of cards for pile number 2, please? Oh, 3. We'll take them. Oh, we have the Moon again. We have the 10 of Swords. And we have the World. You're not letting this cycle close, but this cycle is closing nonetheless. There has been pain here. And you have the Moon card twice. You know, you could, and the anxiety card. You know, like, I think you could be going through a dark night of the soul, to be honest, which is part of the spiritual awakening process. And it's horrible and it hurts and it's the worst thing ever, but it doesn't last forever. Okay? It doesn't last forever. There's so much betrayal in this card. You know, this guy has been stabbed in the back a million times. The sky is black, but the sun is coming up on the other side. And this is in the reverse now, so that's even better. You know, this is done. Whatever this is, it's done. It's over. And you're not quite entering the next stage yet. There's a few things need to come to light for you. And that's going to happen when you have this hermit energy in the cave. So keep going, pile number 2. You're doing so much better than you think you are. What's the bottom of the deck? Yeah, Queen of Cups in the reverse, Empress in the reverse, self-love, self-nurturing, self-care. You have got your own back. And like I said, I think this is all going to move on for you quite quickly once you see the truth of the situation. Okay, I think that was your reading, pile number 2. Thank you so much. If that resonated for you, please do let me know in the comment section below. You know, you can like, share, subscribe, all that jazz. It all really helps me grow my channel. If you did want to book a private reading, you can get in touch with me through my Gmail, which is moonlightlady1111@gmail.com, or you can check out my Etsy. There's going to be a link to that below. You can see all the different readings that I have on offer there. Okie dokie. Thank you so much, pile number 2. Mwah. Take it easy. Remember how strong you are. Oh, also I forgot to mention my Instagram if you want to get in touch for a reading as well. All right. Thank you so much, pile number 2. Take it easy. Mwah. Bye. Whew. And on to pile number 3. Okay. Okay, hi pile number 3. You chose this lovely flat grey stone. I'll just pop that up there for you and get setting these cards out. So at the top, I have the Rider-Waite Tarot, which I've asked for kind of an overview, like what are you asking about? What's this all about? You know, the whole what should you do question, a bit more insight into that. Underneath that, I have the Night Sun Tarot. This is telling me what's your head saying. Underneath that, I have the Good Tarot. That's saying what is your heart saying. And then underneath that, I have the Dali Tarot. This is telling me what is Spirit saying. Okay. So what's the situation? Or what is it that what you're asking about? And then what's your head saying? What's your heart saying? Spirit's advice on the matter. I've got a couple of Native Spirit Oracle cards up here for you. And I've got a couple of, oh God, what's it called? Wild Unknown Archetype cards there too. And then a couple of Soul's Journey lesson cards here. And a couple of Angel Oracle cards at the bottom as well. Angel Answers Oracle cards. Okay. Can you see that? Yeah, you can just about see everything. Okay. Straighten these up a bit. As you can see, it's quite a full table, isn't it? Right, so I'll just start turning these over and see what we've got. Oh, we've got the Devil, the Page of Cups in the reverse. And we have Judgment in the reverse. Wow. What are you asking about? I think you're asking about something pretty heavy. I think you might be suffering with mental health problems, or there could be some addiction in your life that you're trying to deal with. With the Devil and the Judgment in the reverse, okay, I feel like this is a really big life stage that you're at. You know, the Devil is the ties that bind, and Judgment in the reverse, you know, it's a lack of self-belief, it's a lack of promise, it's a lack of kind of a lack of belief in everything at the minute. So I think you're really, excuse me, I think you're really going through it at the moment. So yeah, the Devil can talk about obsession, it can talk about lust, it can talk about drinking too much, taking drugs too much, it can talk about like gambling or shopping, any sort of addiction problem. It also, you know, the ties that bind, sometimes they can be mental ties in our head. The thing about the Devil card is, though, those people underneath the Devil there, the chains that they're chained under are not actually that you know, they're not that tight. Those shackles are not going to be there forever. These are things that we can get away from. So I think there's some self-limiting belief here. I think that there's something that is blocking connection to spirit. I think as well with the Page of Cups in the reverse, it feels like it feels like you've kind of lost some joy, you've lost some love, you've lost a lot. You're wondering how you could ever feel love again, I think. Oh, let me get you back in focus. You know, the Page of Cups is really happy. He's young. There's no, it's like a new beginning. He expects the unexpected, like living life with joy and just going with the flow. And so in the reverse, I think that's all opposite to that. What is your head saying? The Devil in the reverse. Wow. Okay. So your head is telling you, you know this and you want to let it go. Whatever this devil is in your life, this addiction, underneath that, you've got the Seven of Wands. Okay. Whatever this problem is, you want to let it go. Your head is telling you this has to stop. But you don't feel like there's any way that you could, with the Seven of Wands in the reverse, you feel like you can't fight it off. You feel like, try as you might, you're not going to be able to fight it off. There's nothing you can do. But you also know that you have to have faith now. Wow, this is really strong energy, okay? Already we've got 4 major arcana. You know that when you knock all this on the head, whatever this is, this problem that you've got, which you do feel a bit powerless to fight off, but have more faith in yourself there, please. You know that this is going to give you a fresh new start. It's going to be like the first day of the rest of your life when you do it. You know that, and you do have faith in that it can happen. Blind faith, though, you're not quite sure how you can possibly manage this. What does your heart say? Love, Seven of Cups, Page of Cups in the reverse again. So it could be a person as well. This could be an obsession that you have with a person. Your heart knows it's love, but knows that it's a fantasy. You know that you're daydreaming. Or your heart is daydreaming about being in love again. And again, with the Page of Cups in the reverse. Again, yeah, sorry, my camera just stopped. With the Page of Cups in the reverse, I think that you're really doubting everything. You just have no belief. I just heard it's like your expectations are ridiculous. Like you just expect the worst you're expecting the worst all the time. Spirit says we have the Magician in the reverse, Six of Swords, and the Four of Swords. Okay. With the Magician in the reverse here, you have everything. Okay. With the Magician appearing, you have everything that you need right there at your fingertips to be whatever you want to be and do whatever you want to do, pile number 3. You really do. But you're imbalanced right now, and Spirit is saying it's time to move on to calmer waters. It's time to move on and heal. You need to stop all this, move forwards and heal. from whatever these addictions are. So you know this. Oh, I just heard the problem is you love whatever this whatever this devil card is, whatever this addiction card is. You actually love that thing a bit. That might resonate for some. You have 2 sevens here as well. You're divinely guided. You are divinely guided. You've got the Judgment card. Let's see what your oracle cards say. Trickster. Don't be lying to yourself now. I think that you trick yourself into believing some things. I think you can sometimes be a bit like that to get what you want. You have Flowing River. You need to go with the flow now. You know this. You might lie to yourself sometimes about how I'm never going to be able to stop doing this. I'm never going to stop doing this. I don't need to stop doing that. Why would I? But Spirit is saying move on and heal, because you have the Magician in the reverse here. You know, you can turn this Magician the right way around. You can become a major manifester. You know, you can become in control of your material world. Yeah, the creator. Wow. You could become a really strong co-creator here. Like, you can manifest everything. You're an artist. And life is all about creating our own existence. The Judge. Ooh. I think that you think that if you do change your ways, that you're going to be ill-judged by people and the universe. I think you think that some of the stuff you've done is so bad that it could never be forgiven. But perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. Spirit is saying to you, you can do this. You can release this. Love, but love is in the reverse. Interesting. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. You have love twice. Love is what is going to help you conquer this. Love for yourself, love for the universe, love for people that you know. There's no need to worry. You are going to get through this. Wow. And be assertive. Yeah, right. Pile number 3. You have to take control of this situation now. You really, really do. There's no choice in the matter. You've got to do it. Let me just have a little look at the book for these. The creator is not intimidated by darkness or lack. They know that from the void, creation inevitably emerges. You can turn these, you have the Page of Cups in the reverse here. I think that for some of you, right, I think you have been struggling for a long time with addiction issues. That is just the vibe that I'm getting. I think you might have lied to people to get your own way. I think you might have tried to quit whatever this is before, and you've not managed it. But I think that art and creativity are really going to help you. You know, you're going to understand the flow of existence again by creating, by becoming more of an artist, you know, with that writing, painting, drawing, making things, crafting, sculpting. This is really going to help you express yourself, because I think, you know, the things that come from addiction, they come from, I heard that there might be something that happened when you were a child that you can't release. But that is kind of keeping you stuck. That could be the thing. Yeah, like the judge uses discernment. The judge, you need to make the right decision now, is what I'm hearing. Yeah, you need to be discerning. I think as well with this creator, and sorry, I'll come back to the judge. With this creator card under the trickster card, I think that like you really need to lighten up a bit. You need to have some fun. You need to keep trying. You can do, like, all is not as it seems as well with this trickster card. If you're convinced that there's no way you could possibly stop or whatever, be that with repetitive thoughts, these could be body issues that you've got. Like I said, I do very strongly feel that it is an addiction problem though. yeah, I think that all is not as it seems. So while you're telling yourself, I've not got the strength, with the Seven of Wands in the reverse, you're telling yourself, I can't fight this. That's all is not as it seems. It's not. You must have perseverance. There's no need to worry because everything is going to figure itself out, okay? But you need to forgive yourself for all of the things that you've done. You're going to have to be strong. You're going to have to be assertive and be strong. But it's time to move on now. It is time. Spirit is saying, you feel powerless, but you have the power. You need to let this go, leave the past in the past, move on, move forwards, finally heal this. It's going to take a bit of time. It's going to take a bit of rest and recuperation. I just heard you have got the strength of mind to get through this. Spirit is saying, use the power of your mind to get through this. Be strong, be assertive. You need to tell yourself that you can do this, and then once you do, you will. I'll just get you a couple of parting cards of advice. 1 second. So what should you do? Whatever it is, you need to let it go and move on. Move on and heal. That's what you need to do. How? With forgiving yourself for the things that you've done through the use of art, potentially through the use of comedy as well. Yeah, wow, everybody is having the world at the minute. So you have to release this inner conflict. You've got the Five of Wands there. So don't fight it. You can't fight it anymore. This cycle must come to a close. And it's going to result in your strength. Bottom of the deck. Yeah, the moon in the reverse. You're not in the dark. You're not as in the dark about this as you think you are. And I think that, if you're having mental health concerns, do ask for help. There are people, look, there is a hand here. People out there can help you. People out there will forgive you. I think you think that people are going to judge you so badly, like I said that before. Or maybe you have been judged really badly and you think you're at a loss and how can I possibly... You just have to meet everything with love right now. There is only love, really. Love, creation. You've got that faith already, though. Okay, pile number 3. I think that was your reading. Thank you so much. I really hope you enjoyed it. If it resonated for you, please do let me know in the comment section below. Like, share, subscribe, all that jazz. It all really helps me on my journey. If you did want to book a private reading, you can get in touch with me. I'm moonlightlady1111@gmail.com. You can send me a DM on it on Instagram, and also my Etsy is in the box below, so you can see everything I've got on offer there. Oh yeah, my Instagram handle is moonlightlady1111. I knew I forgot to say something. Oh, thank you so much, pal number 3. Mwah. Take it easy. Bye. Okay. Pile number 4. Oh, that was smooth. Hey. Okay, hi, pile number 4. I just have to tell you, pile number 4, it's so funny because just when I pushed that out then, it was so smooth. It jumped. And also I remember when I was shuffling your pile, they just flew out. It literally took me 10 seconds to get all these cards out. Maybe a bit longer than that, but anyway, so we'll see what it says. You've chosen this bit of coral. I'll just pop that up there. And I'll get laying them out because whatever is in these cards, I'm telling you, it wants to say it. So I hope it's good. Okay, I've got the Rider-Waite Tarot at the top here. This is kind of going to give me an overview of the situation. Tell me a bit about what the question is pretty open-ended here, isn't it? What should I do? So tell me a bit more about what it is that you should do. Underneath that, I have the Night Sun Tarot, which is telling me what's your head saying about this. Underneath that, I've got the Good Tarot. What's your heart saying about this? And then underneath that, I have the Dali Tarot, which is what is Spirit saying about this. What is Spirit's advice? So we've got the situation, head, heart, spirit. And then we have a couple of Native Spirit Oracle cards up here as well. And then I've got a couple of Wild Unknown Archetype cards there. I've got a couple of Soul's Journey Lesson cards as well. And a couple of Angel Answers Oracle cards too. Just move this all up a little bit. As you can see, it's quite a full quite a full table. So, right, if it's okay with you, pile number 4, I'm going to start turning these over, considering how quickly they've jumped out. Okay, we have the 4 of Swords in the reverse, the 4 of Cups in the reverse, and the Queen of Swords in the reverse. Wow. So, I think that you feel like you've never got any time for rest. I think you've never got time to rest. I think you know that you're nearing burnout almost. Like, you know, you need to stop and rest and recuperate and heal. And you may have been a bit dejected in the past thinking about this, but now you know it's time to change. You're looking at a positive, you want to change this way now. I think you're very stressed, and you know that needs to change. So you're like trying to look at a way of like getting yourself out of this rut that you might have been in. But you don't know how to do that. You can't see the truth yet. You might be feeling a bit controlled, like you've not got enough freedom. So I think that's like, what should I do? I think you're saying, how do I get myself out of this rut? How do I give myself a break? How do I stop living this life? How do I rest? How do I get my own power back? Okay, what does your head say? Wow, your head, yeah, you've come to this realization and it's shaken up everything. You know things must change. You have the Tower there. You know it has to change, and it's not going to be easy. You just want a happy and stable life. You just want, your head is saying, change everything. And you just kind of your head is thinking about stability. And you're feeling like a bit of a wounded warrior right now. Like you've been fighting so hard and fighting so many battles, and you're saying things need to change. Your head is saying things really need to change for me to have like financial stability and a happy ending and a happy life. And I am a wounded warrior, but I'm still standing, so I can do this. Wow, what does your heart say? 10 of Wands, 7 of Wands, 8 of Cups. I just said for some of you might be in a really controlling situation. You have 2 10s here, so this cycle is changing. Everything is moving for you. Your heart is really burdened with this change that has to happen. Your heart is really burdened with the 10 of Wands here. You're just trudging on. You've got a natural progression there, 9 to the 10 as well. You have the 7 of Wands here. You're still kind of trying to fight it off. It's like you're trying to fight off your own success almost. And there are some things that you don't really want to walk away from right now. In your heart, I think this is difficult for you, isn't it? In your head says things need to change for you to have a rewarding ending, a happy time in your life, and that you can't keep on like this. But your heart is really burdened with that because it might be something that you really don't want to walk away from. Okay, let's see what Spirit is saying. The Sun, the King of Coins, and the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow. Okay, you've got the 8 of Swords here. Spirit is saying, don't be blind to this. Just joy. You have pure joy coming here with the Sun. The Sun, the King of Coins, the King of Pentacles, like, the Spirit is saying you must be happy now because you're going to get everything you want. You've got the 10 of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. You think you want the 10 of Pentacles, but you can be the King, like solid, grounded. I feel like it's saying you can be really rich, but don't be blind to the thing. Like, you've got 2 8s here as well. Wow, you've got 2 4s, 2 8s, 2 10s. You're being guided here. This Tower has to happen. You know that. But Spirit is telling you that you have happiness and abundance coming. So if you kind of know, maybe you know that there's something you've got to do already. Let's just see. Because it felt to me like, you're saying, what should I do? If it's to walk away from something or to cut something off or to stop and break away from something, the answer is definitely yes. Okay, so what should they do? I mean, be happy and abundant. That's great, Spirit, and don't be blind to the things around you. But can you just clarify the Sun, the King of Coins, and the Eight of Swords for me, please? Thank you. The Fool. Oh, you must have faith because you're about to embark on an exciting new beginning here. 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7 of Wands again. It's going to be a struggle. It's not going to be easy, but I think you're going to be fine. And the Lovers, yeah, you're going to, wow, you've got some really positive stuff coming up in the future here. So you must focus on the positives. You must focus on the positives and focus on the options that you have. You've got to choose the thing that you love, is what I'm hearing. It'll be a struggle, but you must have faith in the future because it's going to be full of joy and abundance. So don't ignore how much you could enjoy this. We have great mystery. Yeah, you don't know what's around the corner. You don't know how the universe works. Pile number 4, are we? You know, so yeah, I think in your head, you know, there's going to be a tower moment. You know, all the foundations of your life are going to be ripped down again, but you feel like this could be good for you. Spirit is saying, yes, this is good for you. Owl medicine, be wise, take time, and I think you know what the decision is that you have to make already. But, you know, take some time. You can ruminate on it, think about it. There are things at work here that you don't understand. The self. Yeah, you have to do what's right for you. You're going to grow. And the King, why you have the King twice. You're really going to step into your power by making this decision. Failure. I understand that a mistake is only an opportunity to learn. And gratitude. I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. I think that you've worked really, really hard to do something that you want to do. I think you've put so much time and effort into it. You know, you might have learned a craft or something like that and you've juggled and you tried so hard, you've been so beaten down by so many things, but you're realizing now that you're near burnout and it is time for things to change. There is no such thing as failure, not really. All there is things that we learn from and grow on our journey. And you can be grateful for that. Communicate clearly. An opportunity. Wow, yeah, there's so much opportunity in here for you, pile number 4. There's something waiting just around the corner that's really exciting. Look, you have opportunities twice. I'm thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. So what should you do? You really need to go for it. I think there's something... You know that you need a rest from what you're doing. You know that you can't be running around like this all the time. You're struggling to use discernment. Let me just have a little look at the book for you here. I think that you're growing with this self card here. I think that you're growing spiritually. I think that everything is going to grow for you financially. And I think that you're blossoming into something else. So this life that you have been living doesn't serve you anymore. And you know that you must bloom into this other thing. 2 Kings. You know, you're going to step into your power. You're going to learn a lot more. And as you do that, yeah, there are going to be some things that you have to leave behind. And that's what weighs, that's a heavy burden on your heart. But know that everything you've done has led you to this point. Yeah, look, did you have the Fool? Did I see? Yeah, the Fool. Great mystery is telling. The first line in this book, it says, have faith and know that you are divinely guided. Even when you have doubts, trust that you're exactly where you need to be. So you are, I think you're probably on the next step of your journey. That's why there's a tower. So you know that everything is being torn down and you have to start again. But, you know, that's what journeys are. You have to go from destination to destination, don't you? So you have to communicate clearly what you want. Remember that you can ask for help from the universe in all of this. Yeah, I think as well, you can ask for help from the universe, but you really need to go within. I think a lot of the answers lie within you. Communicate clearly to your angels. Tell the universe what you want. You have this deep inner wisdom. It's so funny. Like, look, you've got the Great Mystery and the Fool here, who literally say the same thing almost. You must have faith. There are things at play that you don't know about, and it's all good for you. That's the thing. It's so good. You've got the Sun, the King of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, opportunity twice. Something is waiting for you. And it's funny because these two kind of complement each other as well. This isn't about knowing and understanding, and I think that maybe you might be developing a sight almost, and that's where you're stepping into. I think that maybe you've spent so long working on this other stuff in the past, and so you think you've failed at what you've been working at, but you must be grateful for the gifts that you have. Okay, let me see if I can just get you a couple of parting cards and parting bits of advice here. Yeah, it feels to me like this is all like career related, career and job, but like there is so much abundance here for you. So just hang in there, pile number 4. Can I have a couple of cards, please, for just a little bit of parting advice? Just a couple. Oh, there's one. Thank you. The moon again. Everybody, maybe it's because I'm doing this on the new moon. Everybody's had the moon card, you know. So we've got the King of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck there. Can I have one more, please? Yeah, as well, though, the Great Mystery. There were things going on here that you don't know about. One more, please. That one. Wow. High Priestess. Wow. Yeah, I think you're going through your Hermit at the bottom of the deck as well. You're going to have to go within to find those answers. Yourself is growing. You are growing with the Owl and the Self and the High Priestess. You are going through a mass awakening right now. What should you do? You've got to go with it. You've got to trust it. You've got to have faith. Like, it's not easy when you're going through this stuff, but be grateful for everything that's going on. You know, communicate your needs. Realize that this is an opportunity for growth now. This is an opportunity for change. It is going to have to change, but that's okay. That's going to be good for you in the end, you know, pile number 4. Really good for you. So don't, I'm hearing don't ignore it. Don't ignore this with the 8 of Swords there. What should you do? You just know that there is going to be happiness coming for you, happiness and abundance, and you're going to have everything that you want, everything that you need. You just really got to have faith in all of this. I know that you don't want to walk away from it, but unfortunately you're going to have to. Your head is right here. Your heart is heavy and your head is right. So yeah, it is going to be a big change. I think it might be a bit painful in some places. But know that you're going to be, you know, no more of this burnout, no more of this not being able to rest. You're going to be able to give yourself a break, and then you're going to step into your own power. You're going to be in control of your own life again. That's what I'm hearing. I hope that resonated for you, pile number 4. I think that's your reading. If it did, please do let me know in the comment section below. You know, like, share, subscribe, all that jazz. It really helps me on my journey. If you did want to book a private reading, you can get in touch with me through my Gmail or through Instagram. Also, I'm going to leave a link below to my new Etsy page, my new Etsy shop, where you can see all the different readings that I have on offer, and you can book through there as well if you want, or you can get in touch with me through different ways. I'm hoping I'll have some more exciting news on that shop for you soon. Oh wow, like I can just, this is why your cards all wanted to jump out, number 4, because you're literally leveling up at a rate of knots. This was spirit saying, whoosh, you got to go with it. What should I do? Whoosh, you're going to just flourish and grow. Flourish and grow. Okay, mwah. Thank you so much, pile number 4. Take it easy. Bye. Okie dokie. And on to pile number 5. Wow, 5 piles. Don't know who I am anymore. 5 piles. I'm joking. Right. Okay. Hi, pile number 5. You chose this lovely little grey stone. Whew. I'll just have a sip of tea. Right, so I'll just go straight in if that's all right with you. So I've got the Rider-Waite up at the top here, Rider-Waite Tarot. This is going to give me a bit of an overview about what it is that you're asking about. You know, like how How are you, what, a bit like subject matter, I guess, because the question is, what should I do? So I don't know what you're asking what you should do about. Underneath that, I have got the Night Sun Tarot. That's telling me what your head is saying. Underneath that, I've got the Good Tarot. That's telling me what your heart is saying. And then underneath that, I have the Dali deck, Dali Tarot, which is kind of what is Spirit saying about all of this. Okay, so what your head says, what your heart says, Spirit's advice on the matter. Up here, I've got a couple of Native Spirit Oracle cards for you. Underneath that, I've got a couple of Wild Unknown Archetype cards for you. A couple of Soul's Journey Lesson cards, and a couple of Angel Answers Oracle cards as well. Oof. Okay, I'll just start turning these over for you. We have got the Eight of Swords in the reverse, the Three of Swords, and the Knight of Wands in the reverse. Ooh. I feel like you're asking about a very controlling and heartbreaking situation. I think you're asking how can you release yourself from something, and it's something that is very sad. But I don't think you're being treated right in a situation somehow, and you're asking what should you do. I think you feel trapped and stuck. If this is resonating for you, pile number 5, if you need to get help from somewhere, please, reach out to people. That's just for some of you. I think people are in a situation where they're trapped, they're feeling controlled, they're absolutely heartbroken, they don't know what to do. Okay, what does your head say? Oh, I really like you already. Pile number 5, your head says that there is hope here. You might feel powerless, but you know that you're strong, and you know you have everything you need. And you know that you do have a fresh new beginning. You've got an idea of how you can start a new beginning, but you just can't quite get it off the ground yet. What does your heart say? Six of Wands, Knight of Cups, Knight of Swords in the reverse. Your heart says you know that there's success if you can just release yourself from this somehow. Your heart says that there could be new love there, that you don't need to be stressed about this, and you shouldn't be controlled in this way. What does Spirit say? Page of Wands in the reverse, Death, and Justice in the reverse. Wow, there's really strong energy here, pile number 5. So with the Page of Wands in the reverse, I feel like Spirit is saying, don't rush this. Don't rush into anything without any plans. I think you really need to have a solid plan in place. Something must end for you to have a rebirth. Something has to go. You need to let the past die so you can grow again. I'm hearing from old earth, new fruit will grow. With Justice in the reverse, if this has anything to do, I don't normally read Justice like this all the time, but if there's anything to do with legal matters, it might not quite go that well in your favour, to be honest. I'll just pull a couple more for you and see. Why is this Page of Wands in the reverse here, please? Can you just give me a little bit more information about rushing? And there needs to be, you need to have a proper plan in place. I think I just heard that Spirit is saying you know that this is over. You know this has to be over. Oh, that one wants to come out. Temperance. In the reverse or in the upright, please. You're going to find so much balance is going to come to you. Yeah, and underneath the Page of Wands, I think you really need to take a balanced and well thought out approach. Try and remain calm. You know, try to, for some of you, you're going to have to stay sober throughout this. Keep a clear head is what I just heard. There's really big energy here. Like, I heard you have to come with love, like equilibrium. What's that one? The High Priest. It could be that there's a marriage ending here with Justice in the reverse. And the High Priest is the Hierophant. I just heard you're not letting anyone down if you do this. You have to do what is right for you. Sorry, my stomach's grumbling really loudly. I hope you can't hear it. That one. Wow, 10 of Swords. Yeah, this is done. This is over. There's been some betrayal here. There's been some heartbreak. You know, it's done. What should I do? This needs to end. But I think you know this as well, because in your heart, you know there is success. And in your head, you know there is hope. Oops, I don't know if I got those last two. I've got empathy and trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. Remain positive and wait. Yeah, like I said, you can't rush into this. With this Page of Wands, you need to have a proper plan in place. You need to know exactly what you're going to do and how you're going to do it. I do feel like you might be, with the crone and elder here, I think you might be a bit older. I feel like this is a marriage that's been going on for a while and you just feel so trapped and wrong in it and you hate it. And you know that it's time to leave. And I think it's like, what should I do? It's like, how do I get out of this heartbreaking cycle? I'll just have a look at this nature spirits for you and see. Oh. Yeah, I think you need to get out of, I think you need to free yourself. That's what this is saying. With the nature spirits, it's saying living a carefree life. The elder card as well is he paving the way for other people to follow. The crone is wise. She's lived her years. She knows what she needs to do. So you must remain positive. You must trust the universe here. The storm is like the Tower card. So this is going to shake up everything. If you have been married to someone for a long time, and you're making this decision now, or you've been with someone for a long time, you know, that's why it's saying wait, because this is going to be difficult to extricate yourself from one another. I do feel as well that they might be very controlling. They could be quite violent. That was the initial thing that I got, actually, was that you were trapped in what could potentially be an abusive relationship. But I think your positivity and your approach to life and your attitude made me forget how heavy it felt at the start. So if you are in an abusive relationship, yeah, you got to go. This is done. It's over. But you do feel such empathy for this person because you have been with them for such a long time and they might have been through a lot, which you kind of have used to justify their behaviour sometimes. But remain positive. Keep that positive outlook. It's all going to figure itself out is what I'm hearing. But you must wait and make a proper plan. I'll just see if I can get another couple of little cards as advice for you here. A very, very specific message. If you have 3 children and one is a fire sign, one is an air sign and one is a water sign, you must listen to what the water sign has to say about this. That's just very specific. If that doesn't resonate, don't worry. This is a general reading, so different things come out for different people. Right, I've just had 2 come out here. You're going to need your friends around you. you're going to feel this is going to happen. You're going to feel so alone. So you must build firm new foundations for yourself. Have your friends around you. You know, there's going to be teamwork needed here, but you will be feeling out in the cold and lost and a bit alone. But that can't last forever. You must remain positive, you know. So get out into nature. Get out into nature and take some time, you know. Remember, I feel like there's a real need for joy to come back into your life. I think that you're finally going to be able to develop some spiritual practice that you've wanted to do for a while. I think you're going to be very good at it as well. I feel like Spirit wants me to say more, but I don't know what more you want me to say. What do you want me to say? Oh, this idea that you've got. Yeah, you have hope and you do feel powerless, but this idea that you've got is something that you need to go with. You know this. I think that you know what's coming. And I think you do have people who rely on you, but you will have to trust and remain positive and believe that everything will work out well. You're going to go through a massive rebirth with this. It's going to be a completely new life. That's why your heart is feeling so positive, because I think you know this is going to be a new life. If you are in any danger at all, pile number 5, please don't stay quiet about it. But you will have to wait a little while longer. I'm going to have to ask Spirit about that, actually. Why? Why does pile number 5 have to wait? I just saw the Hermit and the 3 of Wands as I started shuffling then. So I think it says you're going to have to wait till you're alone and to put these plans into place. You're going to have to be patient. You're going to have to like send your ships out to sea almost. So you're going to have to see what your options are, make a plan and then go with it. Why do they have to wait? What have they got to wait for? Will they know? This one wants to come out. 7, 8. You might have to wait for a message. You might be waiting for a message from somebody. Yeah, that's where your hope is coming from. Okay, so you must remain hopeful. This imbalance there is an imbalance here, so you need to wait for a message that might be a sign from the universe, or it might be a message from a specific person. Yeah, there is going to be heartbreak here. There is already a lot of heartbreak, but the wheel is turning and fortune favors you. Yeah, at the bottom again, patience. Be patient. The wheel of fortune is always going to turn. When you're up, you're up. When you're down, you're down. But you just wait for these cycles to turn a little bit longer. This imbalance and this heartbreak is going to go with this message. As soon as you get this message, then it's time. Okay, I think that was your reading, pile number 3. I just heard then, please weather the storm. Trust and weather the storm. Everything that you need is going to come to you. We're working on it. That's what I just heard. I just heard the universe say, we are working on it. Your angels are working on it, okay? So keep your chin up. Get out into nature where you can. You know, remember that you are all powerful. You have been through so much and you know so much. You are the crone. You are wise. You are the magician. You are all powerful. It's just in a little time you will get everything that you need. Okay, I think that was your reading, pile number 3. Thank you so much. Please do stay safe. And if you do need help from people, make sure you reach out for it. I'm sending you so much love. If that did resonate for you, you know, please let me know in the comment section below. You can like, share, subscribe, all that jazz. If you did want to book a private reading, you can get in touch with me through my Gmail, or you can follow me on Instagram, send me a DM on there, or you can check out my new Etsy page, which I've got a link to below. Okay, thank you so much, pal number 3. I'm sending you so much love and light. Take it easy. Bye.